Your grandparents sacrificed so much, came to this different country and did well in life. Please remember that the hardships of your ancestors.
You are also officially India's grandma because
Yes, yes.
you are. It's just the way that in our times, grandmas used to make you sit at their feet and they would oil your hair and they would tell you a story. You are doing it on a much larger scale, through your books.
Thank you.
You also said that you started writing for children because you could not recreate the experience that you had with your grandparents for your grandchildren. Do you feel that you have managed to do something which was a personal mission and made it a national mission and included all these lovely children?
Actually, I started to write for my granddaughters, but I realized that more than them, I wrote it for my children in my country, because the ambience is the same and they can connect better here than my grandchildren who are in London. The kind of, the festival I talk, the kind of food I talk, the kind of neighborhood I talk, it is more relatable to them than my own grandchildren.
The magic of the lost earrings. Nooni is 13 and my daughter is also 13. So I could really relate to that. What made you think that you wanted to write a story which also spoke about partition, about historical events, and made it so accessible to children?
I met one of my Punjabi friend's daughter, and she told me, Auntie, you are very lucky. I said, in what way? She said, you are born in Karnataka, you grew up in Karnataka, married to a Kannada person, you are so much comfortable in your own domain, and you really do not know what it is for us. I said, why? Then I met Rishi's parent. Rishi is my son-in-law. I met Rishi's father, Yashvir Sunath, and he told me how they were uprooted twice in their life. They were uprooted from Abbottabad and Lahore, but they were from Gujranwala in Pakistan, and they were uprooted to Uganda and Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and built. They had a very prosperous business. They left everything, went with their only 2 sets of clothes, went to Africa, did very well there. One day they left everything with again 2 sets of clothes to England, and then their family started in England and they worked very hard. They lived in townhouses. Life was not easy for them. And ultimately they succeeded that. So he said, when somebody asks you're from which place, it becomes so difficult for me to tell how our roots shifted. And the pain when you shift is only people who shift, they understand, he told me. Then I said, I must write something for the next generation like Nooni. But Nooni is my granddaughter Anushka, who is also 13, just turned 13. So I said, Nooni, what it is immigration you mean? She said, no, it's fine. This country is fine. I said, you know how your grandparents felt, how your great-grandparents felt. They don't have any idea. I'm sure immigration, one generation will not understand. First generation understands a lot. Second, a little bit. Third generation will not. Freedom is on your plate. But similarly, your grandparents sacrificed so much, came to this different country and did well in life. Please remember that the hardships of your ancestors. That's the main motto for me to write this.
This entire book, was Nooni your favorite character?
Nooni is my granddaughter. And in this book, Ajay is me. One who talks more and who also knows more. Okay? So I make fun at times. Ajay, don't talk. Ajay says, Ajay, you don't talk. Okay? Ajay is my husband, Narayan Murthy, who hardly talks. Through Nooni, I wanted to teach archaeology to children, that is magic of the lost temple. Through Nooni, I want to tell what it is to have a family story and a river, the importance of a river, that is magic of the lost story. This is Partition, magic of the lost earring.
Today, as you know, reading has become challenging, which is why we have this Tweak Children's Book Club, because we want to encourage reading. We want children to be able to read together. It should not be sort of pursuit which is lonely. What do you think that children can learn from reading, and why should they?
Really, reading has many advantages. Number one, it increases your creativity, because when you read something, and not at a number one, if you can do digital reading also, but it will affect your eye. Reading book has an advantage. You can read a few pages and imagine and continue, which I used to do as a child. Imagine Krishna. I always imagine Krishna. And I remember the shloka of Krishna. I would imagine how Krishna looks. So handsome, so tall, so, with a beautiful smile. And you ask today's children, they will describe a film actor, Krishna. The more you read, the more creativity you can develop.
You have such young readers and you also write for adults. How is it different when you're writing for our young readers and for our children? What do you do differently?
Well, to be honest with you, Twinkle, it takes a couple of days for me to become a child. I myself will imagine I'm a child of 13, 12, 14 years, or whatever that year I want to imagine. And I'm sure all authors know that when I write, I don't like to talk to people. It is such an engrossing process. And the moment I become a child in my mind, then everything is so beautiful because children are not biased. A good rain makes me happy. A good sweet prepared at home makes me happy. Children have this ability to enjoy smallest things, which we lose over a period of time when you grow up. End of any book for children, it has to be a hope, positivity. So what? I lost the battle, but I'll win the war.
The stories that you write, are they real?
The geographical situations, what I write, places are all real. But the other thread is imaginary. But it is with the fact I do research. So you'll never come to know which is real, which is not real.
If I want to start writing storybooks, how should I start?
First, you should read a lot.
Okay.
Don't start writing immediately. And don't be in a hurry to publish. Read a lot, write it and keep it with you. After a certain age, you will become mature to understand those things, then you publish it.
How did you get inspired to write Gopi Diaries?
Gopi inspired me. When I looked at Gopi, I felt I should become a Gopi and I should write my own biography.
Ilan also has this method of needing to destroy himself, other people around him, wreck his life in order to get material for his work. Do you think that writers need to do this? I mean, we do. Definitely, we write better when we are unhappy. When you're very content, it's very difficult to write well, I assume.
I do think that a knowledge of darkness, along with the lighter, more beautiful moments, makes you a better artist.
My sister and I are both reading this book together, and she, in fact, lives in the same area as Sunny.